Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here to give you my WWE Smackdown review for August 20th, 2015. And, I'm a little bit late watching the show because, I was at the mall. So I'm just gonna watch it off that wrestling website. And, I kind of forgot it was on, too, because I was watching it on, I thought, I always think for some reason that it's still on Fridays. I don't know why. Probably because ever since I've started watching WWE, it's always been on Fridays. So, that's probably why. Um, but yeah, they're going to have an 8-man tag team match. I believe it's Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and Cesaro versus Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, um, Kevin Owens, and I think Rusev. I don't even remember who else is in this match. Alright, so wait a minute. Sheamus. It's Kevin Owens and Sheamus. Just so no Rusev, Sheamus is in the match. Sorry. I forgot. But yeah, that should be a decent 8-man tag team match. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, other than that, let's just get right into this show. I'm going to watch it off that wrestling website, and I'm going to watch it in 2 parts, and I'm going to review each part separately and just combine these all into one video. So, let's see how this goes. Okay, so, if you're wondering where I was doing a Google Hangout with my friend James the Heatman Hebert, and if you want to check out his YouTube channels, Wayne with Youth Wrestling, um, Wayne with Youth Wrestling, he's having a 32-man tournament for the WIW title, and I'm one of those 32 men in that tournament, and I'm going to win that title. And then down below is his James Hebert channel, where he makes custom Titantrons of wrestlers. I was doing a Google Hangout with him, so I had to put watching SmackDown on hold. But check out that video. I'll post that video right there. So let's get to SmackDown. We had Jimmy Uso, Tom Phillips, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary for this show. It kicked right off with the match, which I'm happy with because they never do that nowadays. They just go right into a 20-minute promo and it goes nowhere. So at least they kicked right off with a match. We got Ryback versus Big Show. This match was just okay at best. Big Show just needs to retire. I mean, it's just getting sad. He's pretty much just hurting his legacy by just keep wrestling. And, like, I don't even know. He doesn't have to accomplish. Big Show's done everything that there is to do in the WWE. There's no reason for him to still be wrestling. It's just ridiculous. He's taking up a spot for the young guys. This match was okay here. They start fighting on the outside. Ryback throws him into the apron. He tries to body slam Big Show on the outside. Big Show counters it. Big Show goes to throw him shoulder first into the steel post, but Ryback counters and drives Big Show to the Timekeeper's area, and they're both laid out afterwards. I paused when they went to the Timekeeper's area, but this match is just really okay. Nothing really special. Then we get a interspecies. What do they even call this? Yeah, a species tag team match. I don't even know. It's pretty much a species tag team match because El Torito's in it. So there's Los Matadores, which consists of Diego and Fernando, and El Torito versus the New Day, which consists of Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E. Big E comes out like a robot and does the New Day clap. I swear, they're doing things to make the New Day thing worse. Now they're having him say, "Hey, we got some New Day." That's just so stereotypical. This was bad. A lot of bad, cheesy jokes made by the commentators about El Torito, since they think he's an actual bull. They were just talking about things like, "Oh, this is a bull. Oh, look at this one in bull," all that stuff. It looked silly that the Big E was selling for this bull. That looked pretty silly. And after Big E takes out Los Matadores, and he beats up El Torito, splashes him, and Xavier Woods pins him for the win. That's it. It was fucking boring. I didn't fucking care. I hate both gimmicks. That made it worse. So yeah, I didn't fucking care. Nothing new. Nothing. I don't know. What do you want me to say? And then Dolph Ziggler returns to SmackDown. He cuts good promos. I just don't care about this feud. Dolph Ziggler should be like the Money in the Bank winner. Dolph Ziggler should be like in the World Championship scene. They should just push Dolph Ziggler. What the fuck? It's fucking stupid. He just cuts a promo talking about everything that's happened since he's been on the shelf. And you shouldn't even be back technically because it wouldn't technically take 6 weeks to come back from having a clutch against your throat. And we know that didn't really happen. He was talking about, all that shit about how you know, that he was not able to talk and hurt to breathe. No, you were filming a movie. Don't even tell me otherwise. I have video footage that my uncle sent me. Don't tell me that bullshit. You were filming a movie called 6 minutes and 42 seconds with Kane. Don't even try to bullshit that. I know you understand you gotta work under the storyline, but there was video proof that you weren't at home injured, so don't tell me that BS. Stop it now. No. That's not happening. I don't know, like, then he's upset to see Lana, and he talks about how Lana's a badass, but Lana's not a badass anymore because she's not a heel. And Lana just looks way harder as a heel. It's more of stuff of Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn trying to break up Rusev and Lana's relationship because Vince McMahon doesn't think that Rusev should have Lana. It's a stupid reason that just proves how out of touch Vince McMahon is with the WWE. This is stupid. Rusev comes down and talks about how he's just going to destroy Dolph Ziggler. And he's not, and when he puts him in the accolade, he's not going to make him pass out. He's going to take him out of it before he passes out and have someone do it to Lana. This whole thing's stupid. I cannot wait for the storyline to be over. If this is not over by SummerSlam, that's not fair. I can't really say I'll stop watching because I always come back. And then Neville squashes Bo Dallas with the Red Arrow. And then Stardust and Ken Barrett come up on the Titantron. And Stardust talks about like the Cosmic Key and how everybody is like red and green apples. He's sick and tired of the same old thing. And Ken Barrett says that they're going to turn him into black apples. And he's going to lay out Neville with the bullhammer. And he's going to put an end to Stephen Amell and make him regret coming to the WWE. And he says, all hail Ken Barrett and Stardust. Stardust and Ken Barrett's been great together. I love Stardust and Ken Barrett. Even though I think that they've even though that they've had Ken Barrett win the King of the Ring and look like a loser. I've really enjoyed Stardust, though. Ever since he's come back to the WWE, he's been awesome. So I like that stuff. SmackDown's been fucking shit so far, though. It's just been absolute shit. The only thing I've enjoyed is that backstage Stardust and Ken Barrett promo. That's the only thing I've enjoyed. Everything else has sucked. Except maybe Ryback and Big Show. That was okay, but that wasn't anything great. The best thing's been that Stardust Ken Barrett backstage promo. SmackDown needs to improve. I understand you had a pay-per-view you were doing in 48 hours, but come on now. You gotta... That's not fair. I don't like watching shit. It's not fair. So far, SmackDown's been shit, but hopefully it can improve. Okay, so next we had Brie Bella with Nikki Bella and Alicia Fox ringside versus Sasha Banks with Naomi and Tamina Snuka ringside versus Becky Lynch with Charlotte ringside. And before the match, Team Bella cuts a promo talking about how Nikki Bella is the greatest diva of all time because she's the longest reigning Divas champion, but says that she still has had her doubts because ever since this Divas Revolution started, she had to up her game up, and the match that she had with Sasha Banks was the hardest match she's had in her career. And she says that it doesn't really matter, though, because I'm still the champ. And Alicia Fox and Brie talk about how she is 26 days away from becoming the longest reigning WWE Divas Champion, and Nikki talks about how she's going to be the longest reigning Divas Champion. And Bree says that Nikki's the greatest twin sister of all time, even though she sold out and turned her back on her at SummerSlam last year. Yeah, no, I didn't forget that, but they want me to. Great sister. You know, cost you a match to get revenge on the Stephanie McMahon. That makes total sense. Great sister. You know, that's an awesome sister right there. And then she pretty much treated you like a bitch and made you her slave. Great sister. Um, but then Nikki says that none of the one day Sasha Banks and all these other divas coming up from NXT are going to be good divas champions, but not right now because she's the dominant diva in WWE. And Sasha Banks comes out and talks about how she's the boss of No, Naomi says that you guys don't tell us how this thing is run, and they say that at SummerSlam they're going to beat Team Bella, and Team Bad is going to stand. Team Bad, by the way, consists of, you know, Banks, Naomi, and all them. Is going to stand tall at SummerSlam, and Sasha Banks talk about how she made Nikki tap out, and Nikki says that she's still champ, and then she says that she is the boss of NXT, and then Brie says that she is a B but not boss for something else, referencing a bitch. And Sasha Banks says that she's just living under Daniel Bryan's shadow, that she's just Daniel Bryan's wife, and everybody starts doing the yes chant, and Sasha says that you don't want to end up like Nikki and end up tapping out to me tonight. And Brie Bella said, and she goes to say bank on, and Brie starts off and says, bank on what? Why don't you just shove it? And Becky Lynch comes out and says that she's going to be the last kicker. And then we get the match itself. The triple threat match was pretty good. Brie Bella dominates the first half of the match, and then Sasha Banks hits the double knees, and Becky Lynch starts to make a comeback, and Brie hits a roll-up on Becky Lynch for the win. The only thing I hated about this match is right when I started to get in the match, it fucking ended. That wasn't fair. But other than that, this match was pretty good. And then Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns were backstage, and Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns talks about how this match is marked family versus family, and he can't wait to see till SummerSlam because his family is gonna put a hood on Bray Wyatt's family. And Dean Ambrose talks about how he can't use pliers, blow torches, or any of that stuff because he'll get disqualified. So he has to get creative and think of a new way to think of a new way to hurt Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper at SummerSlam. And Randy Orton comes out and he was wearing a WWE 2K14 jacket, which I thought was pretty cool. And he says that you guys can do all of that, but tonight I am going to hit an RKO on Sheamus, and this time it's not going to be out of nowhere. He actually said straight out of nowhere. Referencing, I think, Straight Outta Compton, that new movie. Which I hate everybody's doing that now. You know, they're doing Straight Outta Suplex City. They're just using a bunch of these memes. Memes, I don't know what they're called, really. You know, I don't know. But, Cesaro says that you guys are pretty insane, you know, using blowtorches. I just wanted to beat Kevin Owens. But if I have to do that along the way, then that's fine. And Dean Ambrose says, well, sometimes that just isn't for you. And then they said they're going to win the 8-man tag team match tonight. This backstage segment was awesome. I really enjoyed it. They just awesome. So then we get the 8-man tag: Randy Orton, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, Kevin Owens, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt. Good 8-man tag team match here. The faces dominate the heels for a while, and then the heels get the heat on Cesaro for a while. And then Roman Reigns gets the hot tag on Sheamus, and he starts going off on everybody. And then Bray Wyatt comes in and wins the fight, and they stop brawling. Sheamus tries to roll up Roman Reigns. He kicks out. Sheamus hits a power slam on Reigns. Reigns kicks out. And then Sheamus goes for the brogue kick. He cheap shots Orton. And then Reigns hits a Superman punch on Sheamus. Dean Ambrose gets the hot tag. Starts going off on Luke Harper. And he tries to go for the Dirty D's, but then Bray Wyatt gets on the apron. He knocks him off and hits a dive on Bray Wyatt, and then he pulls down the top rope when Luke Harper tries to come up, but he gets a suicide dive on both guys, and then he goes to pin Luke Harper, but Kevin Owens breaks it up with a senton, and then Cesaro hits the springboard uppercut on Kevin Owens. Sheamus bro kicks Cesaro. Randy Orton hits an RKO on Sheamus. Bray Wyatt goes for the Sister Abigail on Orton. Orton counters it. Harper hits a super kick on Orton. Reigns hits the spear on Wyatt. Harper super kicks Reigns, and then Dean Ambrose hits the Dirty Deeds on Luke Harper for the win, and everybody just celebrates. I thought this was a great 8-man tag team match here, and I really enjoyed it. And overall, now what can I say about SmackDown here? Because I have to say that it is average, because I really only enjoyed the Divas stuff, Stardust and Stardust and Ken Barrett's promo, the backstage promo with Ambrose, Reigns, Cesaro, and Orton, and the 8-man tag. The first, the first part of it sucked, but I have to say that this show was below average, because the first half of SmackDown was so bad that I just can't. You have Los Matadores and El Torito versus the New Day, bad. That they're still continuing that Dolph Ziggler Rusev's. Well, I have to see that Ziggler Rusev storyline, bad. Neville squashing Bo Dallas, bad. Big Show in a match needs to be, Big Show in a match in 2015, bad. He needs to retire, get out of the WWE. And the Divas match, I just expected more out of it, so I'm going to have to say this was a below-average SmackDown here. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to subscribe to my other channels, my own The Talkinator right up here, where I talk about non-wrestling things, and then my CM Brothers channel right down here, where we talk about both wrestling and non-wrestling things. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later. Or you can subscribe to my channel as well.